Yeah, we gonna, yeah.
Gospel like
It's okay. Ain't no problem.
They
Okay.
spreading it right here.
So we gonna tell you what to
Those
do.
Magic City, y'all, they are literally bashing us on this live.
They ain't bashing y'all. Don't pay no attention.
They
Don't
said the
pay
Magic
attention.
City outfit shaking my head. Oh my God, I'm leaving.
It's all right. Don't worry about it. Behave, brother. Behave. It's all good. Don't worry about it. You listen. Listen to the word.
Thing I don't like. Black
Listen to
people
the word.
put black people down. Like,
We ain't about to be down there. You gotta have a good sense of humor, right?
I know.
And you don't, and ain't no magic sense. We spread the gospel. Listen. Isaiah call it, brother Reed.
Okay, that's
Isaiah.
Shalom, Shalom Yasharallah. It's your brother Gadar. Call Allah Yumla. Yahweh Bahashim Yahweh Bahashim Rakakodash. Double honors to the apostles and elders of Great Millstone for teaching me 100% truth. Wa Barakatham until you sincere Akim. While you fuse sincere Akwath. May peace and blessings be up to your households. Alright, and in this quick lesson, we're gonna get into, basically an incident that happened. But GMS, South Carolina, Elder Manatazaba, camp, some women came up and, they was actually basically asking some good questions. They didn't come off like on the wrong way, like, you usually see, I guess you could say, nigga woman you would usually see. But, but basically, as you seen in the video, in the midst of the elder teaching, the brother done put a post up, and like she looked at it, one of the women seen it, and really just damn near messed the whole situation up. In other words, I mean, I seen the brothers did listen on it. It was basically about to quench the spirit because of that. All right, because brother made a dumb comment. All right, I forgot. I just forgot what it was. I think it was something about the city girls thing, about them like, oh, they look like some city girls or some shit, something like that. Either way, man, that could have scared off that definitely could have scared off the sheep. And when I seen it, I instantly thought about instances where I thought I was like that, or I've seen instances where other brothers have done that. It's like man, you gotta, as our job out there, man, we're supposed to be preaching. We're not just preaching to the air. We're not just preaching to that. We're preaching to believers, right? Ones that believe. And the women that walked up, they seemed pretty interested. They weren't on some, I guess, on some, BS or nothing. They was asking some genuine questions. All right, they're like, you could tell that they was definitely just straight up babes. All right, but that's the importance of being careful what you say around babes, because they're babes for a reason. I mean, we're still babes too. Don't get me wrong, but they like newborn babes. Like they don't know nothing. All right, there's instances where when I first came in, I was a babe. When the brother told me something. I mean, he was joking about it, but I didn't know he was joking. It's just you have to be careful. All right, you get used to demons walking up that you just kind of assume sometimes, but that's when you like, man, nah, you gotta be spiritual. All right, we're supposed to be reading these spirits. Are you supposed to be reading it? Okay, so what they on? Okay, are they being genuine behind it, or are they just being an asshole trying to prove a point? All right, what? Because you get used to demons coming up and like what they usually look like, all right, and what kind of form they come. That when someone like that comes, that's like not a demon, you might mess around assuming it's a demon, then you get fucked up by it. It happens. All right, it happens. All right, because like what if there was like some would have been actual believers and you scared them off? Do you understand how pissed Yahweh Shai would be? Remember, this is the sheep that Yahweh Shai died for. Do you know how pissed he'll be? Do you know? I mean, yeah, he'll forgive you, But I ain't gonna lie, there's gonna be some pretty bad chastisements for something like that. All right, like I said, well, matter of fact, I'm just go ahead and get that then first. Matthew. Again, Matthew chapter 18, verse 6. It says, but whoso shall offend one of these little ones, all right? These little ones, them women right there could have very well been them little ones, and what if you would have scared them off? You know? What if? Let me go ahead and read. It says, which believe in me, it were better for him that a milestone were hanged about his neck, and that he were drowned in the depths of the sea. All right. So, like, honestly, man, I mean, it tells you right there that the Lord's not playing about that. He's not playing at all about that. I mean, like I said, man, you gotta remember your house shot died for this shit. If you give your life for something, man, you really you utmost care about it. You utmost care about it. And if you would have scared, I mean, what if you would have scared them away, man? You know? It's just like, I mean, yeah, don't get me wrong, it happens, but like that's just some things you gotta say something about it though, so it doesn't happen again. All right? That's why it's important to just remain spiritual. You know, I learned it too. Hey man, I gotta remain spiritual. All right, you know, I'm just give a brief testimony. I'll give a brief testimony. All right, basically, it was a one Tuesday camp. You know, I'm in GMS Dallas, by the way. GMS Dallas. It's one Tuesday camp. We was preaching, and basically an angel pulled up. An angel that we believe to be an angel, 100%. Angel pulled up. All right, and you know, like we were like all the brothers, like right after we saluted, like after camp and all that, it was like the angel, like he walked up to us, and like everybody kind of just like closed into like a one big circle to basically hear the message. All right, and he said that the first thing he said, I am white, and instantly I thought that was a demon. Instantly I thought it was a demon. I was like, oh hell no, man, the fuck. He was like I'm white, the Lord is white. And then so I'm sitting there like, man, what the fuck, man, we gotta get out of here. You know, this nigga bugging out. And then like he said something else. He said no, not my skin, me. He said I'm not white. Don't look, because he had his facial hair was white, well, gray, and his hair was gray, well, white basically. And he said, don't look at my skin, don't look at my hair. I am white. The Lamb is white. All right. And I'm sitting there like, man, what the fuck? A demon. We brothers, some other brothers did the same thing. So we was all like, all right, come on, let's just get ready to go. And he like, I think he said it maybe one or two more times. I'm white. And what he really was saying, it was pure, because white going into pure, I'm pure. And he was saying that Yahushua was pure. But I didn't catch that because I wasn't remaining spiritual. All right. So now, you know, afterwards, you know, we chit chat about it. And then I'm sitting there like, man, I'm condemned. You know, conscience is condemning me. Now I become like, man, I'm sitting there thinking that's a demon. I wasn't being spiritual. You know, you can relate that with people, man. Right? Like we gotta read spiritual. Everything is spiritual, and it really shows, man. All right, I literally mistaken an angel for a demon. Come on, bro. Like this. Hey, that didn't feel good. Don't get me wrong. That did not feel good when that happened. Man, I felt utmost bad, but. You know, that's why it's important to make sure you reading spirits. And don't get me wrong, yeah, there's gonna be demons that come up. Obviously, we deal with them on a daily basis. But you have to read the spirits, because there's gonna be a time that someone comes up and they're not gonna be a demon. If anything, it could have been like my account, man. It could be a whole angel. And you don't want to mistake them for a demon. You don't want that. It's gonna fuck with you. Don't get me wrong. All right, let me get Slacky. Hold on, let me go ahead and fix this up real quick. I gotta get this before it. All right. This is 1 John chapter 4 and verse 1. It says, Beloved, believe not every spirit, but try the spirits, whether they are of the Most High, because many false prophets are gone out into the world. All right, and this is talking about, honestly reading the spirits, man. All right, just read. We got to read the spirits. All right, we're teaching. Yeah, we're teaching. All right, but there will be people that come up that's not going to look up to par. All right, or they're not going to it's like it's going to be someone that you would expect to be a demon 9 out of 10 times. All right, keyword 9 out of 10 times. That little 10% right there. All right, that 10% could walk up to you. All right, and if you shun them away, all right, and that actually mean like they was humble to you, they wasn't like on no bullshit, and you just sitting there, oh man, get out of here, man, bro. Like, nah, don't do that. Do not do that. Like pretty much what in that one brother's lesson, man. Like quench not the spirit, man. Like we're teachers. We're supposed to be teaching. All right. If they sitting there being humble about it and they're genuinely listening, we're teaching them. All right. If they ask some questions, some genuine questions, and you know if they genuine or not, usually you don't know, then answer them. All right. Don't be that Jake. Don't be that Jake that just basically shunned away a possible sheep, because you thought they was someone else. And if you was reading the spirit, you would have caught on to that. Like, nah, they was being humble. They was asking good questions. They was being genuine. All right, they weren't on some bullshit. Hold on, let me get this for this. Yeah, they was being genuine, man. They weren't like on some bullshit. They was actually trying to learn. They wanted to know, because you never know. People come from all walks of life. You even got to think about how your walk was before you even came into the truth. What you was doing, all right? You was basic. If we're being honest, man, we was just like every other nigga out here before we came into the truth. All right. Now imagine if we came up to the brothers, or if we was out there, we came up to the brothers. For example, what if you like in a Freemason? You in a Freemason, and you walk into the camp, and you just want to see what they talking about, and you actually interested or whatever, but you get shunned off because you're a Freemason. Like that will fuck you up, man. That will mess you up. Just like point blank period. That will fuck you up, man. All right. Then we got to carry that same energy with these people out here, because we don't know. I mean, sometimes we'll know if they're like just fucking around, or if they're like they trying to get up, and they trying to teach us something. We'll know, but don't just assume. All right, read the spirits. All right, speaking to myself first and foremost, man. Like I said, I told my testimony. I literally thought a whole angel was a demon. All right, so yeah, I don't need to say no more about that. And yeah, man, it's just this really shows, man, how important it is. Like, make sure we being spiritual and not just looking at the carnal and just being carnal. All right, but anyways, man, Lord willing, y'all was edified. I'm gonna end it off by saying, Call Halayim Yahweh Bahashim Yahushua Bahashim Chakodash. Forgive me the spirit to do this quick lesson. Until next time I say, Shalom Yasharallah.